Oh, what's going on, guys? It is Inkbite Gaming here, bringing you back to another episode of Surprise Trade Sunday. In today's episode, I did pick out who I wanted to do for today's Surprise Trade Sunday due to the DLC being out. We are here in front of this shack, apples, and apple or little orchard here. Um, we're also because if you don't know, you buy these candied apples, these dipped apples, to evolve Applin into Dipplin, and with that, we are trading away Dipplins today. I had bred a bunch of Applins. I bought a bunch of the candied apples and evolved them into Dipplins. So we will be giving away Dipplins today, and you see that they have a nickname on them that says Ringo and Me. I believe that's how it's said. And we will learn a bit about the reason why Ringo and Me is the name that I picked for them. Ringo and Me is Japanese for candied apple. We're going to learn about Ringo and Me and what it means for like Japanese culture. I have the thing. It would be not a crime to mention other delicious candied apples at sold at festivals nationwide, which they do have a decent amount of treats at Japanese festivals, but we are only learning about the Ringo and Me right now. Ringo and Me, also known as a candied apple, is a whole apple covered in sugar syrup coating with a stick insert for our holding convenience. Although Ringo and Me is an iconic sweet summer festival or a Natsu Matsuri in Japanese, it originally famous fall festival treat in the West. In addition to the basic layer of sugar, there are some tasty variations to the classic, such as an extra layer of chopped peanuts, candy, or chocolate. As the sugar layer outside is quite hard, it might take a little bit of time and patience to breach the juicy apple inside. However, a master gets the perfect amount of coating for a quicker eating experience. On the top of Ringo and Me, you can also find sticks of other candied fruit in Japanese summer festivals, such as grapes, strawberries, which are easier to eat as they are much smaller in size. Fun fact, the treat has been around in Japan since the Heian period of 794 to 1185 AD. Sakura Acho has a great blog about Japanese traditional Japanese festival foods. Make sure to check that out. I can say there's these other treats that they do. They do choco bananas, which are like chocolate bananas. They have shaved ice. They have cotton candy at these festivals. Uh, ta ta Tayakaya. It's like those fish pastries that you see every now and then. That they fill with like looks like they fill with like chocolate or ice cream in them. They also sell crepes, and that's the sweets that they have posted here. But yeah, I gave it a nickname of candied apple in Japanese because that's basically what he is. He is a candied apple. All right, so we're gonna get it underway. Also, I should also let's see. How do I? Okay, so if you ever are in the DLC and you want it, this is actually a new map. I've never actually seen it as a whole. Um, but your main area is right here, which is, I believe, right. Yeah, I believe this is the main area because you end up coming in from here and making your way up here. So in order to get the item, you need to make your way over here, and you can't make it over there until you finish like the introduction into meeting everybody before they tell you to do your quests, which I have not completed. I really like to take my time with these things. But yeah, it's over here. You pick it up. It's only 500 Poké Dollars. But the one thing I don't like is that with it, you can only buy one at a time, which made buying 30 of them a pain in the butt. But I was able to do it. Alright, so we're going to get this underway. Normally with, when we go to the Bulbapedia page, we usually... Why am I going to that? Normally we read the Pokemon we're giving away, but I don't think there's that much information on Dipplin as of right now. And I think there's not that much information on the whole entire evolutionary line. So we'll be reading about Applin, Dipplin, Flaplin, and Appleton. I'm hoping that will be enough to cover in everything. So we'll start reading about Applin while we get our trade there. Applin, Japanese for Kajui Chu? A dual-type grass and dragon-type Pokemon introduced in Sword and Shield. It evolves in a Flapple when exposed to a tart apple, an Appleton when exposed to a sweet apple, or a Dipplin when exposed to a syrupy apple. Oh, a scrub. Okay, we also have Applin is the Apple Core Pokemon, which Pokedex entry is 840. We also have its Grass Dragon type. The abilities is Ripen and Gluttony. Hidden ability is Bulletproof. It is a 50-50 chance to be a male and or a female. Catch rate is 255, which is a 43.9 catch rate. Age groups Grass and Dragon. Hatch cycles, which is 20 cycles. Its height is just 8 inches, which is 0.2 meters. It weighs about 1.1 pound. Its basic experience yield, which is 52. Leveling rate is erratic. EV yield is in defense. Its Pokedex color is green, and its base friendship is 50. We are now down to the biology. Oh, stop moving on me, website. Applin is a small worm-like Pokemon with a light green body and a dark green underside. Its head is round with 2 pink nostrils. Above its head are 2 large leaf-like eye stalks, which house its 2 small black eyes. Alright, what did we get? Because I really wasn't paying attention. We got a Fungus. These eye stalks give the apple its leaves in the appearance. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling a bit. Of having a stem with leaves. Applin also has 2 thin hairs on the tip of its tail, as well as 2 stubby forelimbs, which are usually hidden inside the apple. Applin is both the lightest and shortest Dragon-type Pokemon. It is also the shortest Grass-type Pokemon, as soon as it's born, it burrows into an apple that looks like a lepa berry, which serves as a home and food source and protection against prey of bird Pokemon. Yeah, because it looks like a worm. That's probably why. Um, the apple is a preventative from rotting thanks to Applin's body fluid, which strengthens the fruit's rind. The flavor of the apple determines which evolution Applin will evolve into. If the Applin runs out of apples to eat, or if it's separated from its apple, its body will lose in moisture and it will become dehydrated and weak. Since Applin hides inside an apple, it's sometimes mistaken by Frugus Noibat for food. In Galar, it's custom to give an Applin as a romantic gesture. Applin, Apple, Flapple, Appleton are only known Pokemon that can have the ability Ripen. Alright, Applin evolves into Flapple, Appleton, or Dipplin. We have the thing here. It made its major appearance in Applin debuts in the One Stick Wonder, where a goal attempt to catch one during a flashback, only for Garuki to scare it away. So he was never able to catch a Appleton. It also made an appearance in Pokemon Twilight Wings. In Gathering of Stars, Appleton was at the Isle of Armor. Alright. We got the Pokedex entries of Applin. I don't know why I want to keep on saying Appleton. It spends its entire life inside an apple. It hides from its natural enemies, bird Pokemon, by pretending that it's just an apple and nothing more. That was Sword. We are going to Shield. As soon as it's born, it burrows into an apple. Not only does the apple serve as a food source, but a flavor of the fruit determines its evolution. Alright, we're almost done with our first row, and we're almost done with the Pokedex entries. It grows by eating the flesh of its apple. Applin uses its own body fluids to strengthen the apple's skin and prevent it from rotting. Now, Scarlet and Violet. Applin lives inside of an apple. When the Applin is separated from the apple, its body loses moisture and the Pokemon grows weak. Oh, there's two, Oh, there's the, Paldea Pokedex entry, and then the Applin of the... I don't know how you pronounce the region that we're in for the DLC. Is it Kitsumakari? Mary? I don't know. In the Paldea one, there's two Applins. And as for, the DLC one, the Applin's running away from a Starly. Okay, Pokedex, locations. In Sword and Shield, it can be found on Route 5, Dusty Bowl, Giant's Mirror. We also have in Stony Wilderness, Axew's Eye, Bridge Field, Drapple Grove. Giant's Mirror. It says Giant's Mirror twice. Rolling Fields, Story Wilderness, Max Raid. Oh, those must be for the Max Raid battles. In the expansion pack, Fields of Honor, Soothing Wetlands, Challenge Beach, Forest of Focus, Training Lowlands, Workout Sea, Loop Lagoon, Stepping Stone Sea, Insular City, and Loop Lagoon and Max Raid battles. It did not make an appearance in Diamond Pearl or Legends Arceus, for obvious reasons. In Scarlet and Violet, South Providence Area 1, 2, and 3, and 4, I mean, not 3. East Providence Area 1, 2 in Tag Tree Thicket. West Providence Area 3. North Providence Area 1, 2 in Casseroria Lake and Terror Raid Battles of 1 star. And the Hidden Treasure Area 0 DLC. Katamari Road, Apple Hills, Moss Fell Confluence, and Terror Raid Battles of 2 or 3 stars. We got a website Pokemon, didn't we? Oh, we did. It's got a Master Ball. Alright. Didn't we get a Samurott last week? It also made an appearance in Pokemon, the new Pokemon Snap, Elsewhere Forest level 2. Alright, we also have its base stats of 40, in HP 40 in attack, defense of 80, special attack 40, special defense 40, speeds of 20. So its best stat is defense. Alright, so it is normally damaged by normal, fighting, rock, ghost, steel, fire, psychic, dark. It is weak to flying, poison, bug, ice, dragon, and fairy. It is resistant to ground, water, grass, and electric. We have its leveling up moveset, which only gets the two. It doesn't get It does not get access to a lot of moves just as an Applin. So quickly evolve it. You can evolve it at level 1, which that means good that I evolved them. The Dipplins, they're gonna get plenty more moves if they evolve, because by leveling up, only by level 1 do they get Withdraw and Astonish. By TM they get Pounce or Terra Blast, and that is it. You can get by breeding, Defense Curl, Recycle, Rollout, and Sucker Punch. No, Dondozo. I don't really see those most often. Okay, so to evolve Applin, you either need the Tart Apple, the Flapple, Sweet Apple to Appleton, and Syrupy Apple to Dipplin. Alright, the Trivial. The Trivia of Applin. Applin is the only Pokemon introduced in Sword and Shield to have a branched evolution. Furthermore, Applin is the first Pokemon since Tyro in Generation 2 where a branch evolution path with more than 2 possible different species that can evolve into. Applin and its evolved forms are the only Pokemon that are the Grass and Dragon egg groups. Required only 600,000 experience points to reach level 100, the lowest among the newer generation Pokemon, and the lowest amongst the Dragon-type Pokemon, along with Altaria. Applin has the lowest base speed stat of all Dragon. Applin is the shortest Dragon Pokemon. Applin is the only Dragon Pokemon that cannot learn Draco Meteor. Oh, we got an Eevee. Nice. Okay, Applin, its origin. Applin appears to be based on a popular image of a worm burrowing into an apple, perhaps specifically the larva of various moths, such as a geometer moth larva, also known as the inchworm, and the coating moth larva. It will burrow into apples and feed into the cores, inhibiting the growth and ripening of them earlier. It may also be based on the mole lizard, which is also has 2 forelimbs and closely resembles an earthworm. But it's actually a type of reptile that's related to snakes known as an amphibian. Its dragon type and its combination of worm-like appearance may be a pun on Wyvern, which is a type of dragon. To reference a specific dragon in various mythologies, such as lindenworm, a septine dragon often depicted with only 2 forelimbs, Ladon, which is a dragon from Greek mythology that guarded the golden apples of the Garden of Hesperides, or a biblical serpent who pursued Eve to eat the forbidden fruit of the tree of knowledge, which is often depicted as an apple. Applin's name apple is the combination of apple and N. Its Japanese name is Kajuru, which is nom, or Kitsu, which is fruit, or Chu, which is bug and worm. Alright, so we learned about Applin. Let's move on to Flapple, because that would be the next one that they said. Okay, Flapple. Its Japanese name is Ryu, which is grass dragon. We know the forms and whatnot, so I'm not gonna read the basic information that's already been given to us. I will cut those out for that purpose. Flapple also has a G-Max form. I'm not gonna read the actual long-term G-Max, which is identical to the appearance of G-Max Appleton. It can only G-Max into G-Max Flapple if it has the G-Max factor. Flapple is the Apple Wing Pokemon, which is Dex number 841. Its ability is Ripen or Gluttony. Its hidden ability, which is Hustle. We have the 50-50 female to male ratio still. Catch rate, which I don't know if you can catch these in the wild. They do give these things catch rates to just give them. But I don't think you can catch the evolved forms in the wild. But it's 45, which is 11.9 catch rate. Hatch cycles, which is 20. Its height, which is 1 foot, which is 0.3 meters. When it becomes G-Max, it is 78 feet and 9 inches, which is 24.0 plus meters. With its weight, it weighs 2.2 pounds, which is 1.0 kilograms. G-Max form, they can't tell what it is. Its base experience yield, which is 170. Its leveling rate is erratic. EV yield rate is changed because Applin was defense. The EV yield for Flapple, which is 2 times in attack. Its Pokedex color is still green. Base experience friendship is 50. Alright, we have biology here for Flapple. Flapple is a green worm-like dragon Pokemon with light green underside and yellow eyes. It uses part of the apple of its body. The top part of the apple sits on top of its head, which is a single horn sticking out. At the bottom of the apple is attached to its tail, which slides the attached to its limbs, which have 3-fingered hands, allowing them to act as wings. Oh, we got a Ditto. It's a Japanese Ditto, so I might just give this one back away as well. Because for breeding purposes, a lot of people look out for those. Flapple's cheeks strong enough induce chemical burns and corrode metals. It can attack by spitting acids at targets. It also able to disguise itself as an apple holding its wings, so it still can disguise itself as an apple. Flapple repairs the apple on its body by using its body fluid. Flapple with clay-colored apples are genuinely stronger than its peers. May have won in battles. Flapple is the only Pokemon capable of learning the move Grab Apple from Flapple and Appleton. Their pre-evolutions, Applin, are the only Pokemon that can have the ability of Ripen, which we know. We can learn about G-Max form. When exposed, the G-Max energy of Flapple's body changes and becomes a larger and stouter. A giant apple engulfs most of its body, leaving only its head and neck and tail exposed. Its leaf-like eye stalks stand up straight as a piece of apple covering its head, and yellow carvings resembling nostrils in its cheeks rounded and hangs mouth open, letting a red tail loll out. Its neck becomes taller and stretches upwards, while its tail becomes elongated and wraps around the base of the apple. These red clouds around its neck, G-Max, Flapple, and Appleton are physically identical. G-Max Flapple produces a huge amount of sweet nectar, which overflows from the top of the apple. Nectar intense aroma pours out when it stretches its neck. The aroma in the sweet can cause Pokemon to faint. G-Max Flapple is the only Pokemon capable of using G-Max move called G-Max Tartness. Okay, I'm gonna continue to read before we get we'll get the next trade going. It made a major appearance as a Flapple debut in Secrets of the Jungle. Flapple also made in the main series of pairing Pokemon while parrying, under the ownership of a trainer. It also made a Twilight Wings appearance. A trainer's Flapple appeared in Gathering of the Stars. Oh, a Hisuian Zora. In Sword, we're now at the Pokedex entries. It ate a sour apple that has introduced its evolution. In its cheeks, it stored acid capable of causing chemical burns. In Shield, yeah, let's get that. Get that. In Shield, it flies with wings of apple skins and splits its powerful acid. It can also change shape into an apple. The G-Max Pokedex entries as well. Under the influence of G-Max energy, it produces more of a sweet nectar, and its shape is changed to resemble a giant apple. In Shield, it stretches its neck, and strong aroma of nectar pours out, a sense of sickening sweet that will make one whiff make Pokemon faint. In Scarlet and Violet, in Scarlet, it flutters around while seeking an opening in its opponent's guard. When it attacks, it's spitting acids liquid strong enough to melt metal. In Violet, it uses its own body fluid to repair the apple. Strong Flapple have won many battles, having apples that are clay covered all over. The Paldea 1 Pokedex entry looks meh. But in the new one, it's a Flapple alongside two other Applins. Well, not beside him, but they're in the shop. It's just funny. I love Pokedex entries, Pokemon cards, anything that has multiple Pokemon in the thing. Oh, so you can catch Flapple. Oh no, they're in raid battles. Never mind. Axew's Eyes, Bridgefield, Drapple Grove, Giant's Mirror, Stony Wilderness, Max Raid Battles. On Drapple Grove as Max Raid Battle, the G-Max feature, you couldn't get it in Shield, it was a trade only. Expansion Pack, Stepping Stone Sea, I'm guessing that's where you can get one for without being able to evolve it. Loop Lagoon, Could be max raid battle and max raid battle for the G-Max. Not in Diamond Pearl. Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, not Legends Arceus. Scarlet and Violet, Terra Raid battles of 5+5. And Hidden Treasure, Moss Fell Confluence. Okay, with its base stats, HP 70, attack 110, defense 80, special attack of 95, special defense of 60, and speed of 70. So it is for Flapple, it is in attack. It's still the same type effectiveness because nothing changes. By level up, at level 1, it can get Recycle, Withdraw, Astonish, Growth, and Twister. By evolving, it gets Wing Attack. 4 is Acid Spray. 8 is Acrobatics. 12 Leech Seed. 16 Protect. 20 Dragon Breath. 24 Dragon Dance. 28 Dragon Pulse. 32 Grab Apple. We also have Iron Defense at 36, Fly at 40, and Dragon Rush at 44. So, what I'm seeing here, you might want to make it to 32 to get the good Grass type move. And 44 for the good Dragon type move. But unless it gets, like, better Dragon type move from TM. TM, it can get Takedown, Scary Face, Protect, Acid Spray, Acrobatics, Trailblaze. It also gets Pounce, Facade, Aerial Ace. Sunny Day doesn't get Rain Dance for once. You know how every Pokemon can get Rain Dance for some apparent reason. We also have Bullet Seed, U-Turn, Air Slash, Sleep Talk, Seed Bomb, Grass Knot. We also get Rest, Fly, Dragon Dance, Substitute, Iron Defense, Giga Drain, Dragon Pulse, Energy Ball, Heavy Slam, Grassy Terrain, Giga Impact, Outrage. Also get Leaf Storm, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Draco Meteor, Terra Blast, Grass Glide, and Dual Wing Beat. Still by Breeding, Defense Curl, Recycle, and Roll Out and Sucker Punch. Okay, we are not going to read because I want to get to the Dipplin thing. We're not going to read its trivia or its origin. We're just going to get into the next evolution, which is Appleton, which we will blaze through because most of the introduction stuff we already know. Okay, Appleton, which is in Japanese, it is Taruple. Which Appleton is the Apple Nectar Pokemon, which is Pokedex entry 842. With this, it still gets Ripen and Gluttony, but its hidden ability is Thick Fat. Catch rate is, I'm not gonna say the 50-50 for the next two, this one and Dipplin. I'll just point it out now. We have another Pokedex, not Pokedex, a Pokemon website will be trading away. Alright, its height, which is 1 foot and 4 inches, which is 0.4 meters. I'm not going to read the G-Max form because they're both the same. They're typically identical is what they said. It's 28.7 pounds, which is 1.3, not 1.3, 13.0 kilograms. Its base experience yield group is 70. Leveling rate is still erratic. EV yield, which is all in HP, which is, ooh, got myself a Gengar! Nice in a luxury ball, nonetheless. Ah, he's such a great boy. Such a great boy! It's a shame that I had to trade him away. Oh, and he's such a great nature too. I mean, yeah, because to be very fast. Well, I mean, Gengar's really fast to begin with. Doesn't outspeed a lot of the some Pokemon, but like he's still fast. Its base experience yield group is 50. Oh my, there's so much for the biology. Okay, let's get the next trade going. Appleton is a dragon Pokemon whose body is reminiscent to an apple pie. It is mostly green with yellow underside and a lower jaw. It has an orange spot on its chest that resembles the apple core. It has pieces of an apple on its head worn like a helmet, and its leaf-like eye sockets usually droop down from the underside of the apple helmet, as though they were ears, but may be lifted to reveal that it's beady eyes. Its black stilts and nostrils and tips of its muzzle. It's a large hump on its back that serves as an overlapping stripes that resemble an apple pie's crust top, allowing it with the pair with the red and green leaves. It has 4 short, bulky legs with pads and stout tail. Appleton's body is caked with a sweet nectar, which smells attractive bug Pokemon. Pokemon which Applin preys on. Whoa, it preys on. Oh, we got a lowland Geodude. Nice. Can you catch a lowland Geodude in this DLC, or is it just because they bred for that? They probably bred for that. Appleton primarily diets on sweet apples. In order to ward off Pokemon such as Lechonk from licking the nectar from its back, Appleton can spew sweet nectar. The skin on its back is said to be tasty, and children used to eat it as a snack. Appleton is the only Pokemon capable of apple acid. Appleton and Flapple. In the pre-evolution, Apple is the only Pokemon that knows can have the ability Ripen. Not gonna read any of the GMAX stuff because there's that already. Major appearance: Appleton appeared in HZ19, where it was used by Mitchell on a double battle against the joint team of Murdoch in Lico. Its minor appearances: Applin made a minor appearance in Errand of Endurance, where one was pulled from the Rocket Prize Master by Jesse. A trainer of Appleton appeared in Curtain Up Fight with Flights. We have the Pokedex entry of Appleton. Appleton is a grass dragon type Pokemon. It says to be covered in sweet nectar. We also have our Pokedex entries. Oh, we got a Gumshoes. Eating sweet apple caused its evolution, and nectar sent wafts from its body, luring bug Pokemon that it preys on. Sword and shield, its body is covered by sweet nectar, and its skin on its back is especially yummy to children, used to have as snacks. Why all of a sudden something's playing on my screen? Stop that. I don't need to read the GMX Appleton thing because it is the same as, I believe, as the other one. Scarlet, it feeds mainly on sweet apples. It also eats small bug Pokemon that are attracted by its sweet nectar. When some Lechonk come, this is with Violet, when some Lechonk come along and lick its nectar on Appleton's back, Appleton will spew sticky nectar on them to drive them away. In the Paldean Pokedex entry, they have like a little Lechonk cut off, and they have like Combees. In the DLC one, they have Appleton with Applins. And I think they're chasing very cutie flies. Alright, in Sword, it was a trade. In Shield, Axios Eye, Bridgefield, Drapple Grove, Giant's Mirror, and Stony Wilderness, Max Ray Battle. Drapple Grove for the G-Max forms. In Shield, Expansion, Stepping Stone Sea, and Loop Lagoon as Max Ray Battle and G-Max forms. Never made appearance in Brilliant or Shining Pearl in those games. In Legends Arceus, Scarlet and Violet, it was Terror Raid battles of +5. And Hidden Traders, Mostel Confluence as to where you can catch it. Oh, this guy. Didn't make any other appearances in other games. Well, one game which is Mastery X, but that's a cell phone game. Or at least I think it's a cell phone game. I don't think it's on anything else. HP 110, its attack is 85, defense is 80, special attack 100, defense of 80, speed of 30. So the better things are HP and special attack. It's normally damaged by the normal things. It looks like the level up moveset is the same. Instead of Grab Apple, it gets Apple Acid at 28. And I believe that's the only difference. It gets Headbutt at, oh wait, no, they are different. Never mind. It looked like a lot of it was the same. By evolution, it's Headbutt, Curse at 40, Stomp at 80, Leech Seed at 12, Protect at 16, Bullet Seed at 20, 24 Recover, 28 Apple Acid, 32 Body Slam, Iron Defense at 36, 40 Dragon Pulse, and then we have Energy Ball at 44. It gets the same actually, no. My god, I'm looking down and they are different. There's Takedown, Protect, Trailblaze, Pounce, Facade, Bulldoze, Magical Leap, Dragon Tail, Endurance, Sunny Day, and it gets Rain Dance. Bullet Seed, Zen Headbutt, Body Slam, Sleep Talk, Seed Bomb, Reflect, Light Screen, Grass Knot, Stomping Tantrum, also gets Rest, Body Press, Iron Head, Iron Defense, Substitute, Giga Drain, Dragon Pulse, Energy Ball, Heavy Slam, Amnesia, Helping Hand, Grassy Terrain, Earthquake, Giga Impact, Outrage, Leaf Storm, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Draco Meteor, Terra Blast, Gyro Ball, High Horsepower, and Grassy Glide. Alright, so with all that, I'm not going to read the trivia because we still need to make it into the Dipplin stuff, which is a lot shorter. So there is that. Alright. So Dipplin is Japanese of Karmi Chu, which was given to us by this DLC. Dipplin is the candy apple. And Dex entry of 1011. Its abilities is Sweet Syrup or Gluttony. Hidden ability is Sticky Hold. The ratio is still the same. Catch rate is 45, which is 11.9. Most of the stuff is the same. Height is 1 foot and 4 inch, which is 0.4 meters. Its weight is 9.7 pounds, which is 4.4 kilograms. Base experience is 180. Something else erratic. This one actually has Applin's EV yield group, which is just all in defense. So 2 in defense, Pokedex color is green, base experience is 50. My screen froze. Come on. Please tell me it's still recording. Good, it is still recording. I guess we'll hit refresh on the page. Okay, get this trade underway. A lot of, I think they updated the system here because a lot of trades are just going in fast. Okay, we're gonna completely restart the page. Oh, we got a, there we go, we got a Charmander. Okay, back down to it. We have the biology, which, you know what, we'll read it. We'll get this trade, and then we'll start reading it. Excuse me. Okay. Dipplin is a worm-like Pokemon who lives inside of an apple. It is similar to the appearance to its pre-evolution Applin, in contrast to its other evolutions. Unlike Applin, however, Dipplin appears to comprise a pair of separate bodies. Its head and tail, visible outside Dipplin's apple covered, belong to 2 different creatures. Both Dipplin bodies are light green and yellow-green underside. Oh, that's right. The theory is, well, due to the Pokedex and the biology, is that Dipplin is two of the Applins who got into as a Dipplin. And that there is going to be another evolution after Dipplin in the other DLC. Well, that's the theory in the lore that everybody's spewing out. A main head of the Dipplin has 2 large yellow leaf-like eye stalks containing 2 small black eyes, and its tail thin protrusion of similar to the horn of an antenna. Its tail sticks out of the Dipplin's rear and have 2 leaf features on it. The pair compressed Dipplin work together inside their shared apple. They are capable of producing syrup, which they use to coat their apple layer as syrup as a fragrant scent than competitors' Dipplin's opponents. They can use the syrup to engulf their opponent and hinder them. So that's like, they lower the speed. Alright. Next up is another Dipplin coming your way. But in Scarlet, the Dex entry says, Dipplin is 2 creatures in 1 Pokemon. Its evolution was triggered by a special apple grown only in 1 place. In Violet, the head sticking out belongs to a 4 Wyram, while the tail belongs to a core Wyram. The 2 share 1 apple and help each other. So this is the other reason why everybody's like, oh, it's gotta be, it's gotta be, it's gotta be. In Scarlet and Violet, it was trade because it's DLC, which we are doing right now. And Hidden Treasure, it is in Terra Raid battles of 4 stars. It's base experience, man. It has decent basic stats, I would say. HP 80, attack 80, defense of 110, special attack of 95, special defense of 80, and speed of 40. So it's good defense and special attack. And with the ones I'm trading, it can be a mixed attacker. Okay, let's scroll on down. And type effectiveness is the same. Um, it gets the same level 1 movesets. I don't know what REM means. Let's see. It won't pull it up for me to ask what it is. It gets Infestation, Double Hit. At level 4, Dragon Tail, Growth at 8, Dragon Breath at 12, Protect at 16, Bullet Seed at 20, Syrup Bomb at 28, Dragon Pulse at 32, Recover at 36, Energy Ball at 40, and Substitute at 44. By TM, it can get Takedown, Protect, Pounce, Facade. It also can get Sunny Day, Bullet Seed, Body Slam, Sleep Talk, Seed Bomb, Reflect, Grass Knot, Rest, Substitute, Giga Drain, Dragon Pulse, Energy Ball, Pollen Puff. Also can get Grassy Terrain, Giga Impact, Outrage, Leaf Storm, Hyper Beam, Solar Beam, Draco Meteor, Terra Blast, Gyro Ball, Bug Bite, and Grassy Glide. Same by breeding. Let's see. The trivia. Okay, so Dipplin is the only evolutions of Applin that doesn't have the G-Max form or the Dynamax thing, because obviously it only has the form here. Also, Dynamaxing is not in Sword and Shield. I really wish they at least were able to keep like certain mechanics from previous games, not just for like the main game. Bring it in for like when you're battling online. Give you the ability to use those things. Despite not being known to evolve into any Pokemon, Eviolite works when added to Dipplin. That is the other reason why people are saying it has another evolution, because that it has the access to be able to use Eviolite. Origin. Dipplin is the evolutionary relatives. It appears to be based on a popular image of a burrowing worm, blah blah blah. Dipplin appears to be based on a candy apple, which made coating apples with a sugary mixture. It is often served at festivals and holidays. Dipplin's shiny correlation seems to draw inspiration from similar traits of caramel apples, which also, with shiny, when it uses syrup bomb, I believe, it is different colored from Dipplin and Shiny Dipplin. Shiny Dipplin has the golden color, while Dipplin has the red color. Alright, our last one going out. Alright, we got something new. My Pokedex is getting filled right now. Alright, we'll finish off. Well, for one, we'll finish off taking for one, putting the held items here. Let's get it to where we can see them. Alright, so Dipplin may be the combination of die, which meaning of double, or dip, and Applin. Okay. The Japanese is the combination of fruit, nectar, or bug and worm, or Applin. What? Okay, so we have the type generator, which we'll just have it at the base one um, to pick out next week. I want to pick out something from the DLC. So I somewhat remember what's in the DLC. If a Pokemon that does not pop up from the DLC, I'll re-roll for another one. But here we go. We got Skrelp, we got a Scatterbug, a Fungus, a Psyduck, a Mareep. We also have a Zangoose, a Lechonk, a Toadscruel. We also have an Eevee, a Dondozo, a Fungus. We also have a Samurott, a Ditto, a Zora, a Diglett, a Rockruff, a Decidueye. We also have a Gengar. We also have a Charmander, a Faroki, a Sableye, um, Polchigeist. Polchigeist, I think that's how it's said. We have a Gumshoos. We also have an Alolan Geodude. We also it is level 1, so they are breeding for the Alolan forms. We got a Dratini, a Scoobit, an Eevee, a Diglett, a Floette, and a Larvesta. So, with that, I'll be moving these Pokemon to trade away. Um, I'll trade these guys as well. The Larvesta. The Larvesta and the Geodude, I think, because everybody else is just basic. Also this guy as well. Because people are probably trying to shiny hunt for this thing. Or, which one? Does it tell me which one it is? It does not tell me which one it is. I can't see. I can't see if it's the one the like rare one. All right, but before we get into here, let's get the first one started. The first one started while we, because when we come back, I can say my outro and then we can get into that. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to get into the web browser. So, pausing now. Alright, so our type is going to be, we got a flying type. I don't know if there was a ton of flying types for the DLC. I wonder if we can change it. Oh, yes! Alright, so I was thinking we'd have to do Paldea and whatnot. So, it will get one from the new DLC. What are we gonna get? A Volbeat. Actually, hold on. I don't know if that's specific. Well, if hold on, I don't want to do all that. We're gonna pause. Okay, so I don't know if it's specific for a certain game. Let's look at the Bulbapedia page. Okay, so I can get it normally, I believe. I just need to find it. I need to find one and breed one because I'll just do level 1 ones. Alright, so we have Volibee for the Pokemon. But I'm gonna end it here. We will get the trades underway. But I hope you guys enjoyed. So please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye. I'm gonna say, what are the chances of that? What are the chances of that? What are the goddamn chances? I'm sorry I came back just for this. What are the chances of getting the same... God, I'm messing everything up. What are the chances to get the same Pokemon? The same exact Pokemon. And it to be shiny. What are the chances? Like, for real. Alright, I'm sorry. I just had to say that. Oh my god! That is a shiny Sentret! I'm sorry I keep on coming back, but that is the first... See, besides Dipplin, the first shiny that I've gotten from the DLC. Because Dipplin I had as an Applin from before the DLC dropped, so... There's that, but this is the first actual DLC'd shiny that I got. And it's in a love ball named Love. That's super cute. I'm keeping that.